If one day the NBA starts looking like a league of bloodlines, do not be surprised, because the NBA is slowly becoming a family business. For ordinary people, work already depends on background and resources. That is nothing new, but nobody expected that basketball, a sport that looks like it should rely purely on individual ability, would also start depending on the last name you were born with. As time goes on, the share of players from elite athletic families and top-level competitions is rising rapidly. Among North America's 4 major sports leagues, the NBA has become one of the clearest examples of second-generation talent taking over. Let's look at one recent media count. In 2009, only 10 NBA players had fathers who had played in the league. By last season, that number had risen to 35. That is more than triple the total. And another reality is now right in front of us. The NBA is about to welcome a new wave of second-generation players. A group of stars who became famous in the early 21st century now hold the best resources in the basketball world, and they place enormous value on developing the next generation. Their sons will enter the NBA draft one after another over the next few years. Take Gilbert Arenas, for example. His oldest son, Elijah Arenas, has high-level scoring talent. In high school, Elijah put up multiple 50-point scoring performances. Early mock drafts have him in the 2027 lottery conversation. Another player who may enter the 2027 draft is Carmelo Anthony's son, Kiyan Anthony. If Kiyan can stay healthy and complete his sophomore season, he has a real chance to work his way into the first-round conversation. Jamal Crawford's son, J.J. Crawford, may be even more impressive. J.J. is in the class of 2029 and is ranked number 1 in the country. Multiple major recruiting outlets have listed him as a potential future top pick in that class. After retiring, Jamal personally became his son's high school coach. He has customized J.J.'s entire training plan, trying to build his son into a future star who can surpass him. Another father personally coaching his son is legendary point guard Chris Paul. After retiring, CP3 immediately became an assistant coach for his son's high school team. Although Chris Paul II is only a 4-star high school player, thanks to his father's connections, he can regularly attend Nike Elite camps and AAU events. His exposure is not lower than anyone else in his class. He is expected to become a name to watch in the 2028 draft cycle. With one-on-one guidance from the point guard, there is a strong chance Chris Paul II can still make the NBA 2 years from now. By comparison, the son of CP3's longtime rival Rajon Rondo may have an even easier path into the league. Pierre Rondo is already drawing national attention as a young guard in the class of 2030. Pierre is still early in the process, but scouts are already watching him closely, and he is considered one of the more intriguing young point guards in that group. Pierre not only inherited his father's passing IQ, he also made up for Rajon's offensive weaknesses. He can attack the rim, he can shoot, and he has a soft touch from 3-point range. And these are only the second-generation players who receive constant media exposure because their fathers are so famous. There are many other second-generation players with serious talent. For example, Joachim Boumtje, one of the favorites to go number 1 in 2028. His father, Ruben Boumtje, was one of the early Cameroonian players to reach the NBA and once played for the Portland Trail Blazers. Reggie Evans' son, R.J. Evans, is also extremely talented. R.J. is in the same class as J.J. Crawford and is already viewed as one of the top prospects in the class. So how big is the gap in success rate between second-generation basketball players and ordinary young players? Let's look at another set of numbers. Among American youth basketball players each year, teenagers whose fathers have officially appeared in an NBA game are far more likely to find a path toward the league than players from ordinary grassroots families. And here is the even more painful part. Even when players from ordinary families do make the NBA, their overall career development still tends to fall behind second-generation players. After tracking 68 draftees whose fathers played in the NBA since 1989, recent research found something striking. The result was that second-generation players outperformed the expected value of their draft slot by about 30%. Their salaries were also often boosted by the same built-in name recognition and trust. The data already says everything. Second-generation players are not only playing better, they also have higher commercial value. What makes this even more hopeless for young basketball players from ordinary families is that this gap is still getting wider. When elite basketball resources are monopolized by a small group of insiders, the moat around this game will only become deeper and deeper, and slowly, basketball may become less of an open ladder and more of a bloodline sport.